Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are back once again with the Flesh and Blood Sovereign Being from my Sovereign Citizen 1 Not to Continue Driving video a few days ago. She's in Zoom court, but the video is from the perspective of the SovCit. I'm not sure of the charges in this case, but this hearing is to determine if she's competent enough to represent herself. But instead of trying to convince the judge of this, she decides to repeat herself over and over and talk over everybody. But the one good thing about Zoom court is the mute button.
Just a moment. Alright, good morning. I'm Judge Short. And are you Jana Janikova? Can you hear me?
Yana Yanikova, all capitalized letters, is a corporation name. And no, I, the one breathing and speaking, is the sovereign being of flesh and blood. Forma naturata.
Interrupting the judge from the off, that's definitely not a good move. And it will definitely get you muted if you continue.
This is number 23 on the calendar, C12851. I'm Judge Short. We're being audio recorded. We have your attorney, Ms. Burke, present, prosecutor, Mr. Williams, present as well. And I've been handed here an order regarding evaluation under RCW 10.77. And looks like this is agreed by both attorneys, signed off by both attorneys. And then Ms. Burke, what date were you wanting to?
I would just ask to go out 1 month.
Okay.
In hopes that we can get something scheduled with Eastern by then.
December 7th.
Yes.
State of any objection? No objection, Your Honor.
Who are these? Yana, sovereign being, self-represents. Who are these other ones here? I, in flesh and blood, never entered into any contracts with you. That's why at the arraignment, I never entered into any pleas. You let me go without paying any fees. I am not the trustee of the corporation named Yana Yanikova. This transaction must be null and void.
Okay, so I'm Judge Short. We have...
You're the corporation name, Judge Shore, director.
You asked who was present. I'm just going to mute you so I can tell you who's present.
Remember that the judge muted her for interrupting. She certainly doesn't, because she continues to ramble as if they can still hear what she's saying.
We have court-appointed counsel, Ms. Burke, present. We have the prosecutor, Mr. Williams, present. I'm Judge Short. You potentially can represent yourself, but in order to do that, the court has to make a finding that you understand what you're doing by waiving your right to an attorney at public expense. And you can talk with Ms. Baruka more about that, but currently the court needs to be comfortable that you do understand all of that. And so that's why the court's ordering an evaluation to make sure that you do.
No.
Make sure that you keep all of your appointments that...
This is flesh and blood. This is Yana Yanikova right here, corporation.
No one in court can hear you. You're muted, remember?
If I am not the trustee of Yana Yanikova Corporation.
So I will go ahead and sign off on this.
I am sovereign being in flesh and blood. Forma naturata. That is according to Black Law's dictionary.
Black's Law Dictionary isn't the law, though. It's a third-party guidebook at best. I wish these morons would stop pinning their whole defence on one definition.
I self-represent. I never entered into any plea contracts. I never...
Can you press unmute there on the lower left?
Unbelievable. She's that wrapped up in her script that she didn't realise she was still on mute. Well, this bodes well for the trial.
I, flesh and blood, sovereign being, am not the trustee of Yana Yanikova. Yana Yanikova never entered into any plea bargain contract. That's why she was let go without paying bail fee, because you were holding Yana hostage, not the paperwork. You were holding Yana hostage. Yes, and she never entered into any plea contracts. It's null and void.
Thank you. I have her email, so I'll try to reach her that way.
Okay.
I love how they all ignore her sovereign citizen BS and just continue with the hearing. She's obviously not fit to represent herself and definitely needs a lawyer, but at the same time, she definitely won't agree to one.
All right. Take care, ma'am. The next court date, December 7th, 9 a.m.
This is actually the paperwork, Yana Yanikova. This is the living, breathing sovereign being. I, sovereign being, never entered into a plea bargain contract at the arraignment. You know that. This transaction is null and void.
Living, breathing, sovereign beings don't need to enter into a contract for the law to apply. And if that's going to be your defence when representing yourself, then I feel sorry for you.
Okay, you can talk with your attorney about it.
I have no attorney, no. I do not enter into any attorneys that are registered with the bar, with your association corporation. No, because I'm a living being.
You can talk about it with your attorney about it.
No, you cannot deny this, or else I request an affidavit. I request an affidavit to change venue. You are biased.
What hope do you have of representing yourself when you refer to an affidavit as an Alpha David?
Yeah, you can talk with your attorney.
No, I request it now. I request an affidavit be filed to change venue with a common law court. You cannot deny this because this is part of your laws. Common law court with a judge, jury. You cannot deny this. You cannot.
He can deny it because nothing of what you said has got anything to do with our laws, as you put it, and interrupting the judge won't help you either. Anyway, I will continue to monitor this channel because this is not over by a long shot, especially if she continues to drive and then represent herself like this. Right, that's it for another video. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as me. If you did, then please leave a like, share and subscribe. Thank you to all my patrons for your continued support. Take care, and I will catch you in the next one.
Sovereign being.